Is a small compact phone the future? For some people it is for some reason. And finally Apple has accepted that with a new version of the cheap iPhone SE. See my review with pros, cons and price, plus one great alternative and two poor. I'm a sucker for phones with big displays. I've said that before and I'll say it again, a sucker. But I was still excited to see what the new iPhone SE could offer me. Well, not much, I'm afraid. Most reviewers have concluded that the new iPhone SE is the iPhone for most people. I disagree completely. The iPhone SE 2020 is a true copy of iPhone 8. I'm a fan of using things over and over again, but when you pay big money for a phone, I guess you want something that is a bit different. One thing I must grant other reviewers, it's more handy than any other phone on the market, unless you have an iPhone 8, 7, 6 or 5 or an Android from 2010. It feels well built, it's waterproof, it's small, it's light. It's perfect if you want a small phone that's easy to use with one hand. iPhone SE comes with the newest iOS 13 and can be upgraded to at least iOS 17 and maybe also iOS 18. Combined with the powerful A13 Bionic chipset, you have a phone that can easily last for 4-5 years. Of course, you have to change the battery a few times during these 4-5 years, but still. It's easy to make fun of the A13 Bionic chipset. Why put such a powerful processor in such a small phone? So you can open iMessage extremely fast? Well, it's actually a stroke of genius from Apple's hands. It's for Apple a cheap phone, and with this processor you can actually use it for many years. Normally I criticize this phone with only 64GB memory, but in this case I guess it's okay. You're not going to use the phone for heavy gaming or video recording or loaded with heavy apps and games, so I guess the memory capacity is fine. I'm in a good mood right now, so I put the camera in the Pro section. There's only one camera on the back and it's easy to see the advantages with 2 and 3 cameras on the back. There are not as many possibilities with just one camera and the picture quality is not amazing, but it's actually quite good. Pictures taken in broad daylight have nice colors and sharpness. Portrait photos looks great thanks to nice software manipulation. Zoom and wide angle is not a thing on the phone and pictures shot in the dark looks poor. There's no night vision. The new iPhone SE has a price level around $400 or 350 euros. Yes, you heard right. A brand new iPhone for around $400. That sure makes it a cheap iPhone. But it's not a cheap phone and there are still some big issues. The display is simply too small. It's too small for a modern phone user, being online, streaming movies and games, reading books and magazines and so on. The display is 4.7 inch big, and as nice as this makes the format and the size of the phone, just as awful is it when using the phone. The battery has an embarrassing low capacity and an awful battery life. 1861 mAh is low even for a phone with a small display. Tests have shown that the battery gives only less than 5 hours video playback, where other phones in the same price level can play for around 7 and 8 hours. Poor battery capacity, poor battery life. The charging speed is also terrible. There's only a 5-watt charger in the box and it takes 2 hours and 45 minutes to charge it from 0 to 100%. It does support fast charging, but you have to buy a fast charger yourself. The SAR value is very high and much higher than on most other phones, and the antenna quality still sucks, as always on an iPhone. In cities you probably won't get a poor mobile coverage unless you live in a concrete building or have environmental friendly windows in your house or apartment. In the outskirts with long distance between antenna base stations, there's a high risk of losing the connection, which means poor voice quality and slow data speed. The poor antenna quality also means that the phone has to use more power to stay connected. This means using more battery. There are not many alternatives to iPhone SE when we only talk size. Actually, there's only one great alternative, the the Samsung Galaxy S10e, and then there are a few poor ones. iPhone SE is not a good phone, but it will do the job for people who don't use their phone for many things, mostly talking, texting, some light reading and a few camera stuff. The rest of us, we go for this size. Did you like this video? Then subscribe to our channel and don't miss out on future videos like this. Also remember to visit smartphonesrevealed.com for the latest and best prices on new smartphones.